Greetings from the Black Hills of South Dakota, United States of America, Stangible. Let's go here with a little band watch. Proprietor and operator of amateur radio station W1GV, Good Vibrations. The date is 16 June 2014. The time, 21:52 UTC. That would be 3:52 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. W1AW coming in on 18 megahertz. Fairly well, but not spectacularly well. On 21 megahertz, good enough to hear. The noise level on this band is quite a lot lower than on some of the other bands. 14 megahertz. The signal's actually pretty strong, but so is the noise. Nothing new about that, although the noise isn't quite so bad here today. I just discovered something interesting, though, today. Well, before I do that, let's go up to the chaos. Oh, wow, blasted myself. Let's just check this out. Channel 11 on the Citizens Band, which I call the Chaos Band. If there's nobody here, there are a few stations down here. So the band is open, but not very. Probably mostly to the South America, Central America zones. But here's what I'd like to show you. And I think maybe on this band on 28 megahertz, that ought to do it. That's the antenna tuner for this radio. Now, note right up here it says tune. See that? When that thing is on, that means this thing will automatically tune when you transmit. You don't have to do anything. Now, I thought you had to hit a little tuner button off to the left of the display here to make that happen. Now, watch the standing wave ratio. Watch the standing wave ratio here. See how it went down? Almost within a couple of seconds. I am inadvertently transmitting on W1AW's frequency, but with 10 watts and not hearing them at all, I probably don't cause much of a problem here. The actual SWR now on the antenna, according to my meter, I sure hope I didn't send W1AW as my call sign there. I'm getting absent-minded. It's almost 5-1, and that's at the feed. That's at the transmitter end of the feed line. Because of feed line loss, as I've described in other instructional videos, you lose a little bit of power on the way up, and you lose a little bit more reflected power on the way back. So the actual SWR at the antenna feed point is probably higher than that, quite a bit higher, maybe 6 or 7-1. Let's go, now once it's tuned to a band, once it's learned, as it were, the setting, unless something changes, it'll remember that instantly. So watch the SWR, it should be flat right away. Now that SWR meter says that's 5-1 right there. Now, so this internal tuner of this Icom IC-746 Pro is very good. It can tune quite a severe mismatch. This is 14 megahertz. Now the actual SWR on the antenna here is 1.2-1. I should show you that actual standing wave ratio meter. The forward power reading on a meter like that gets exaggerated when the SWR is high. For reasons that are rather complicated, it tends to kind of add the forward and reflected power together when it gets its verdict. But here you'll notice it says about 10 watts. About 10 watts of output there, so that's what we're getting. I think my other meter here says 8 watts. But that's the bands aren't in very good shape at all. There was a solar flare 3 or 4 days ago, and that's probably why. Things have been a little bit erratic lately, but mainly I've been too busy working on a new book. Working on a new book for the Electronics Workshop. Little electronics shop manual for beginners. So, well, hopefully we'll come out with that in a year or so. Ham radio book coming out in October. On some other videos I've described that. So go to Amazon.com and get my stuff, will you? Stan Gibilisco signing off. 73 from W1. Good vibrations. Until next time, so long.